High 5D Voyagers, welcome to another magical moment. Acceptance is the key, acceptance is the answer, and what does this mean in terms of conscious creation? And you can always ask your subconscious mind, or if you want to label it, God, archangels, great mystery, awareness, whatever you want to call it. I am spiritually ambiguous, meaning I do not subscribe to one particular dogma. Even as a witch, I don't strictly practice Wiccan. I like to accept all universal truths and all ancient knowledge and incorporate that for myself. But that being said, you can ask your subconscious mind for the answers and for the solution to the situation that you are in. And I did this on Saturday night. I said, awareness, show me what I need to know in order to help with the fulfillment of this particular desire. And the next day I was at a park with a friend, and two older gentlemen were sitting on a park bench, and I did not hear a single word of their conversation except for acceptance is key. And so it was very easily prescribed to me in that moment. Then a couple days later, I was talking with my beautiful friend Mallory, Cosmic Flower, and she was talking about how acceptance is the answer. And she read this beautiful quote to me. And what does acceptance mean in terms of conscious creation, and how can it really kind of propel you forward? Well, in terms of conscious creation, we're aligning our consciousness with the dimension where that desire exists. So we're aligning our thoughts, assumptions, and beliefs with what it is that we want to call forth, and then therefore that will align our own thoughts, actions, and behaviors in order to lead to the fulfillment of that desire. And in terms of acceptance, as you get clear on what it is that you want and you persist in your end assumption, meaning going straight to the end of that assumption, then you're still allowing for things to unfold, even though manifestation is instant. And acceptance for me is the process of almost self-soothing while things are unfolding, while things are orchestrating, while things are coming to you, and they're coming to you instantly. It's happening now in the most magical and lovely way. But this is how I like to approach it. When perhaps maybe some things currently in this red hot 3D moment expressing that I don't particularly enjoy, I'll talk to that part of myself and I'll say, hey lover, hey old fear, I really don't like what's happening right now. It feels really fucked up and I don't know what the fuck is going on, but somehow, some way, things are going to work out for me and everything's going to work out for me, and I always get exactly what I want. And it's this continual process and noticing some of these beliefs, thoughts, assumptions coming up from the old belief system, from your old level of consciousness. And in Yoga Nidra, they talk about during the process of Yoga Nidra, it's the mythical phoenix burning out the samskaras, and the yogis refer to the samskaras as the old belief systems. So it's just like burning and making these ashes and giving the beauty for the ashes. As you rise from the ashes, you become the ashes to rise from the ashes. We aren't manifesting things, we aren't manifesting people, we're not manifesting objects, we're manifesting a state of consciousness aligned with the fulfillment of that desire. So you're burning out that detritus in your consciousness in order to align with a dimension or an existence, whatever you want to call it, an experience where you can have a happy, healthy relationship, where you can live in abundance, where your life can be grace and ease, where your body can feel healthy and comfortable. You're just changing your state of consciousness. Consciousness is the transformation of human consciousness. That's really what it is. And when you have this desire, there's no such thing as a false desire. No matter, quote unquote, how big and small it may seem, there is no such thing as a big or small manifestation. What this is doing is that desire originates from your higher self and your super conscious. And it's your duty to step into that desire because it is leading to your transformation of human consciousness. It is the realization of your God and Goddess consciousness, your realization of your own innate power inside of you. That's really what we're doing when we're, transitioning states, when we have these desires. It's not the thing itself, it's the transformation of consciousness. So as a man thinketh, so is he in his heart. And let the weak man declare that he's strong. Let the sick declare that they are healthy. Let the poor declare they are wealthy. So it's transforming, burning out the detritus in the consciousness to align with that. Okay, that was a little bit of a rabbit hole. But regarding acceptance, acceptance is just self-soothing of that emotional state while in the process of calling it in. For me personally, and manifestation, conscious creation works how you think it works. So your process and your blueprint can be completely different from mine, but this is how I like to understand it. All exists in infinite potentiality. Therefore, there's no competition because everything exists in infinite potentiality. And that's the fifth dimension, the world of form. And then in your fourth dimension, your consciousness, that comes from the superconscious. In the fourth dimension, your consciousness is going to be able to focus your mind and the power of your mind to decide what it is that you want. You imprint, inject those beliefs down into the subconscious, which is the second dimension, which runs the program of the world around you, and then that gets externalized into the third dimension. Our emotional bodies exist in between this thought body, the causal body, and the physical body. So it's the embodiment. When things is embodied in us, then it materializes. Manifestation is the ability to make the invisible visible, but coming from that feeling state and putting yourself in soothing while it is orchestrating, while it is unfolding. Even though the wait is over, there's no waiting for it. But the technique I really like to do is just place my hands over my heart, talk to it, say, hey lover, say, hey old fear, I see what you're trying to do. I know you're trying to protect me in this moment, because in the past, this is how things were, and it was painful and it was hurtful. But I'm choosing to create from the here and now, the eternal present moment, to get exactly what I want. Somehow, some way, things are going to work out for me. And even dropping into it, if they don't, no matter what, I'm going to be okay. But you don't need to necessarily let go of that desire. It's just the self-soothing while in the process of unfoldment. So I hope you enjoyed this magical moment. I love you, I value, I accept you. We are limitless. So mote it be. As I speak it, I create it, and sealed with a kiss.